Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? All right, everybody in the NFL, I have a dream of making it in the NFL. I got a dream of winning the Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in the Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into nightmares. You guys with me on that? You got to end somebody's dream.
This is Raiders Allegiance with Lunatic Raider. Welcome to the dark side.
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Raiders Allegiance podcast with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Today I'm going to recap Day 2 and Day 3 of the 2020 NFL Draft and the picks that the Las Vegas Raiders made. Day 2 consisted of us having pick number 80. With that pick, we drafted Lynn Bowden of Kentucky, who is pretty much an all-around threat, whether it's wide receiver, running back, quarterback, special teams, and whatnot. But we drafted him, as Mike Mayock said, he's coming in as a running back, which I kind of figured since we let Washington leave and he goes to Kansas City. I'm impressed with this pick. It's something that I wasn't really expecting for them to go that route for a running back, but it makes sense. With knowing at the end of last season, Mayock and Gruden both confirmed that they wanted Josh Jacobs to be more involved in the passing game. So if you have a backup for Josh Jacobs, I'm assuming you will want that position player to go ahead and provide the same thing. For them to go out and get Lynn Bowden of Kentucky and plug him in there, that's a good move because, like I said, he's dynamic. He can take it to the house, but you can move him around. Whenever you want to give Josh Jacobs a rest, you don't have to alter your playbook. You can go ahead and insert Bowden and use him the same way. Very solid pick at number 80 of the third round. Also, we selected Bryan Edwards of South Carolina, wide receiver. Nice big physical wide receiver, good speed. That to me was another big move. I think he's about 6'3", 226 pounds, I believe. I'm not sure. But I can see him being the backup to Tyrell Williams, or if Tyrell Williams does not pan out, that will be his replacement. But I know as far as receivers go, to have a good receiving core and a good group of guys where you can plug them in, whether it's the X or the Y or in the slot, you want to move them around because that's what Gruden wants in his offense. So with Edwards coming aboard, this guy is dynamic as well. Good speed, great hands for a big guy. So we got another receiver in the fold. A lot of people say, oh, we're going wide receiver back to back. Why? No. Because like I said, with Bowden is more of a, shall we say, a Swiss Army knife on offense where you can put him in on some pistol plays. You could put him in the slot. You could put him at tailback. You can move him around. You can use him anywhere you want to because this guy has done it. From his highlight reel, spectacular, dynamic, athlete, period. Overall athlete with good speed, but able to pick up different positions on the offense and perform well at a high level. So Edwards is a totally opposite. It's kind of like having lightning and thunder. Your lightning is, Bowden, quick, move around. But Edwards is this big, physical, fast receiver with great hands. So he should be able to contribute to the offense day one. May not be a starter, which I doubt he was going to be a starter, but just imagine your rotation. When Tyrell Williams have to go out, you bring him in and you don't lose having a big physical receiver with speed and great hands. So I love the move. I also love, like I said, with Bowden, he can even come in and back up Hunter Renfrow in the slot position, which is great. Now they're backing up every position with dynamics. So you figure when a starter comes off the field, you don't lose anything with the backup. With our third round pick at number 100, we picked up Tanner Muse from Clemson, linebacker. And he played safety also, but he's coming in for us as a linebacker. This guy has 4.3, 8 speed, He's lanky at 6'3". He's going to play linebacker. So you add him to Littleton and Kwiatkowski. Now you have 3 linebackers with the capability of covering anybody on the field. Basically, in a sense, you throw 2 corners, 2 safeties, and 3 linebackers. You see what you got. 7 individuals whose athletic ability will allow them to cover in passing games. Because you figure we have to go up against Kansas City. Denver made their picks. They got speedy receivers now. They're going for weapons as well. You have the Chargers. They're loading up on offense. You know, they got their quarterback in Justin Herbert out of Oregon in the draft. So now we know where their future is going at the quarterback position. It's not Tyrod Taylor, which I knew it was a stopgap, but now you have Herbert and he has weapons around him. So these are the teams that we're going to have to deal with twice a year within our own division. So in order to do that, we must be able to match their intensity on offense and their ability to score. And I think we did a damn good job of getting the right personnel in there to do exactly that. So my hat's off to those picks of the 3rd round. Beautiful picks. They fit right in with what we're trying to do. Some people may try to grade it, but to me, it doesn't make sense to grade a draft pick until that draft pick performs. It's like going to school. First day of school, you don't get no damn A. You don't get a B. You don't get a C or a D or an F. You have to earn your grade. So now these draft picks, wherever, it doesn't matter, wherever they're drafted, they still have to come in and earn their grade. Whether they were drafted in the 1st round or the 7th, they still have to come in, perform, and earn their grade. I don't worry about these so-called experts who say, oh, this is a C grade or this is a D minus or a B or an A. You can't really get caught up in that because to me it doesn't really make sense. They have to come in and earn their grade. That's how you get busts and that's how you get overachievers. So regardless, let them come in, go to camp, let them earn their spot on the roster, let them earn their grade. That's why every year people go back, let's regrade the 2020 draft because some people, like I said, they're going to outperform where they were picked and they're going to underperform where they were picked. But let them perform, period. So, yeah, Raiders, you did your thing. Mike Mayock, Gruden, salute you. You're doing good, man. It's going to be exciting to see these players get on the field with the people we already have on the team and just watch this go. And then with the Tanner Muse, you figure that's another player from Clemson. And you know how Gruden and Mayock love their Clemson players. And they did it again. They went out there and they grabbed another player from Clemson. See, these championship colleges, to me, it's a good idea to grab players from those teams that are good players. But they've been through the situations of being on a championship caliber team. And that's what the Raiders are trying to build. And if you already have that kind of mindset coming as a rookie, that's one thing that you don't have to strip down and rebuild. They already have the mindset. Now all we got to do is coach them up. And I think Tanner Muse is one of those players who's better suited for the linebacker position. Good against the run, fast enough to cover. Another great pick the Raiders made. Man, I love it. Now things are starting to fall in perspective. Now we see what they're trying to do on the defensive side of the ball. They're trying to be just as dynamic enough to be able to compete with these offenses that run up the score. Like I said, Kansas City, Denver, all of them are adding pieces or already have pieces that you have to be able to go toe-to-toe with these dudes to stay in contention and win the game. Now, if you have a defense that's suited to stop an offense like that, then the ball shifts into your court where you can go out there and you can match point for point, but you have the defense that can go out there and slow them down. That's all you need. If your offense can keep producing at a high level and your defense can slow down the other team's offense from producing at a high level, most likely 9 times out of 10, you will come out with the win. And that's what we're shooting for. The next pick that we had in the 4th round at 109th was John Simpson, guard from Clemson. You got it. Another Clemson player. We picked him in the 4th round. He's not going to start from what Mayock says. But what I see, this move is foretelling the eventual departure of Incognito playing the left guard. Now you have his replacement. We gave Incognito an extension, but when it's time for him to hang his helmet up and walk into the sunset, we're not going to scramble and be like, oh, we need somebody to take his place. We already have him on the roster. He's already been coached up and understands what we were trying to do on offense. So you just plug him right in at the left guard position and you keep it moving. That's it. Another good move. He's a solid player, comes from a championship university, Clemson. So he has that mindset of winning and being a champion. You bring that in there, coach him up, improve the line, protect Carr, give him time to throw to these weapons that we went out and got. Oh my God. It should be illegal for what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? It should be illegal. But yes, in the 4th round, 109th, we picked John Simpson, guard out of Clemson. And now for the last pick that we've made in the 2020 NFL Draft, in round number 4, at pick 139, we got a Mick Robinson. He is a cornerback out of Louisiana Tech. He's a short-statured dude at 5'8", but you want to talk about a dog in the yard? This dude fears nothing. There's no receivers or no tight ends that if he has to come in contact with, he's going to do what he got to do. He is a ball hawk to the 10th degree. This guy has interceptions over his career at Louisiana Tech. This dude is a straight baller. Now, everybody knew that he was still left on the board for day 3, but we were saying I didn't know exactly which direction we were going to go. You know what I mean? We first of all, we traded up to grab John Simpson in the 4th round. Now, what Mayock said in his interview was they didn't think that a Mick Robinson was going to fall down to him. But guess what happened? He fell down to us. So now they snatched him with that last pick of the 4th round. All of our picks that we made this year came within the first 4 rounds. So that just shows you the quality of players that we picked this year in the draft. With Robertson joining in the fold at corner, you could see him playing the slot. This dude is a baller. Straight dog in the yard. You know what I mean? Will not be bullied by anyone. And I can't wait to see how this secondary how they work together. We have our building blocks at the core positions that's going to come in and help this team win. And I'm excited to see this unfold, especially at the new stadium. And any team coming here dreaming of victory, sorry, we're going to have a moment of silence because it's going to be over. The Raiders are back. We know how it's going down. So with that being said, beautiful draft, great picks for what we're trying to do. A lot of people's going to try to grade them. To hell with those grades. You can't grade them until they produce. You know what I mean? You can't grade my homework until I do my homework. Yeah. So, Raider Nation, I love y'all. Keep tuning in. Please subscribe. Hit that little ding, 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 ding bell so you can get notifications when I drop new content. I love y'all. Like, follow, share. This is Lunatic Raider, Raiders Allegiance, and I'm out.